welcome back to another video. Today we've got a Game Week 10 team reviews featuring FPL Razzmatazz. Thereafter we'll be looking at our player challenge as well as our players watch list. To wrap it up, we've got a Game Week 11 transfers and teams. So let's get cracking.
Today's FPL trivia question is as follows. Which of these midfielders has the most FPL transfers in until Game Week 10? Option A, James Maddison. Option B, Brian Mabumo. Option C, Bukayo Saka. Please stay tuned, the answer will be revealed at the end of the video.
Next follows our Game Week 10 team reviews. Game Week 10 saw our team score another superb score with 82 points, which was 16 points above the average of 66. Our main stars included in the midfield, where we had Mo Salah, who scored 16 points as our captain, together with Heung-min Son with another solid 10 points, and Brian Mabumo, who carries on his great form with 13 points. Erling Haaland was another star in the team with 16 points after scoring 2 goals as well as an assist. However, our main hero in our team was in the defense, where Ethan Pinnock scored a great goal as well as a clean sheet and maximum bonus points for a brilliant 15-point score. As a result, our team scored a massive green arrow as our overall rank jumped up from the previous week's 2.7 million to 2.1 million out of more than 10.2 million FPL players in the world. Please keep following us for more green arrow moves. Next follows a Game Week 10 team review with FPL Razzmatazz.
In Game Week 10, I had quite a decent game week with scoring 64 points, which is slightly under the average of 66 points. Which the only disappointment is Pedro Neto that I didn't start, who got 5 points on my bench. With my stars being Darwin Núñez with 10 points, Erling Haaland with 16 points, followed by Mo Salah, who I captained. Unfortunately, I had a red arrow from 1.8 million to 2.2 million, but I am ready to bounce back big time in Game Week 11.
That's great. 2.2 million is still quite a decent rank. We're only in Game Week 10. There's still another 28 game weeks and there is a lots of points that you can still gain. Our FPLA Super League standings is as follows. In first place, we've got FPL Gotti. Welcome back to the top, FPL Gotti. We spent quite a long time at number 1 and then briefly lost that spot, but he's back again on 715 points. In second place, we've got Brooklyn Benjamin, followed by John Paul J. In fourth place, we've got Rob Agara. In fifth place, we've got Ruskin Jacobs. In joint sixth, we've got Huzaifa Aliyu, as well as Farid Mustafa, followed by 8th place that goes to Robert Ark. In 9th place, we've got Ash Chali Omega, and in 10th place, we've got Kop Ramadani. Well done to everybody that's made it into the top 10, and those that are not yet there, keep on pushing and your time will come sometime soon. These are currently the fixtures to target from Game Week 11 to Game Week 14. The yellow highlighted fixtures are the ones where there are streaks of fixtures. And if you look at Arsenal, they've got a juicy fixture against Burnley after their tough fixture against Newcastle in Game Week 11, followed by Brentford as well as Wolves. So you definitely would be wanting to target Arsenal attackers at least. Aston Villa, their fixtures look quite good from Game Week 11 until Game Week 14, with the only tough fixture there being Tottenham Hotspur, which might even suit them as Tottenham Hotspur's attacking prowess could result in quite a few counter-attacks by Aston Villa. Then we've got Brighton, who've got some brilliant fixtures from Game Week 11 to Game Week 13, Everton, Sheffield United and Nottingham Forest. And then we've got a team that could be a bit of a differential if you're looking for attackers especially, but also their defensive assets Crystal Palace, who play Burnley next, as well as Everton and Luton thereafter. Liverpool, their next two fixtures are the ones to target, which includes Luton as well as Brentford. And then if you're looking at Manchester City, they've got quite a few tough fixtures. However, the game week 11 fixture against Bournemouth is definitely one where there could be quite a few FPL points up for grabs. Manchester United have got a decent two fixtures in game week 12 and 13 against Luton and Everton. Newcastle's fixture run in terms of their good fixtures is now coming to an end, except for their game week 12 fixture against Bournemouth. That looks quite decent. And then West Ham have got some good fixtures coming up. Game week 12 against Nottingham Forest, then Burnley, followed by Crystal Palace. And if you're looking for a differential, then Wolves that are playing Sheffield United in game week 11, you could look at some of their star players there as well. Next follows the Player Challenge FPLA Plus versus FPL Razzmatazz. The Game Week 10 Player Challenge saw FPLA Plus team score 16 points compared to FPL Razzmatazz's team that scored 13 points. The main difference being that Alexander Isak unfortunately was injured and did not play and therefore scored 0 points, as well as Emiliano Martinez, who conceded an own goal as well as a clean sheet and also scored 0 points. What do you think about the Game Week 10 Player Challenge, FPL Razzmatazz?
It was quite close, but I'm quite disappointed. But don't worry, I have big plans for Game Week 11.
Looking forward to Game Week 11 then. Let's move on. This is the Game Week 11 Player Challenge. In goal, who have you decided to go for, FPL Razzmatazz?
I've gone for Alisson Becker because he has had 2 clean sheets in a row for Liverpool and was an amazing fixture against Luton.
That sounds to be quite a good choice there. In goal, in order to try to match him, I've decided to go for Sam Johnson from Crystal Palace, who plays the promoted team Burnley and who has been struggling so far this season. In defense, who have you gone for, FPL Razzmatazz?
I've gone for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Besides having a big chance of getting a clean sheet, he has amazing attacking potential.
In order to try to match up with Trent Alexander-Arnold, I have decided to go for John Stones, and that is because he is playing Bournemouth, and I have a hunch that there could be some potential that he could potentially score in that match, as he so often pops up with a goal or two during the course of the season. In midfield, who have you gone for?
I've gone for the Egyptian king, Mo Salah. What other options could you think of?
The other option that I have decided to go for is Heung-min Son. If there is anybody that could catch up with Mo Salah, then it's Heung-min Son, who plays Chelsea in Game Week 11. Who have you gone for as your forward?
I've gone for Ollie Watkins because of his amazing fixture against NFO.
That could be quite a high-scoring match, and the choice that I've gone for as forward is Erling Haaland, who seems to be back to his brilliant best after 2 goals and an assist in the last game week, and he will be licking his lips as he will be playing against Bournemouth in Game Week 11. Good luck in the Game Week 11 Player Challenge, FPL Razzmatazz. I think this is quite a formidable lineup that we have both got stacked up here. Key players to target. First on the list, we have got the Egyptian king Mo Salah, who, if you are looking for a very reliable player, then he could be your man. Has managed a goal or an assist in every single match this season, bar one, at 12.8 million, playing Luton next, followed by Brentford. He could be definitely scoring you lots of FPL points. Then we have got Ollie Watkins at 8.4 million. He's on a goal surge this season, and his fixtures are also definitely looking quite appetizing. He plays Nottingham Forest next, followed by Fulham and Tottenham Hotspur. If you're looking for a great differential, then Ferguson from Brighton could be a great selection at only 6 million with some great fixtures lined up. He plays Everton next, followed by Sheffield United as well as Nottingham Forest. Just a caveat that he is not always starting, so he's not nailed on. However, at 6 million he could still present some great value. If you're looking for another reliable great value forward for a top team, then look no further than Julian Alvarez at 7.2 million, playing Bournemouth next, followed by Chelsea and Liverpool. Could be another great selection if he's not yet in your team. If you're looking for a forward that has got a great fixture up next, then look no further than Wang Hee-Chang at 5.5 million, great value, plays Sheffield United next, followed by Tottenham Hotspur and Fulham. What do you think about these key players to target? Do you have any other great choices out there that you would suggest? Please comment down below. Our Game Week 11 transfer plan is as follows. Out goes Destiny Udogie from Tottenham Hotspur, and in comes Liverpool's Konstantinos Tsimikas. The main reason for this transfer is twofold. The first is that Udogie missed the last match as he was injured. He could be back soon, but Tottenham Hotspur's fixtures are also turning. And then Tsimikas from Liverpool, he seems to possibly have nailed the spot at only 4.6 million. I bought him at 4.5 million, and he could represent great value with Andrew Robertson that is out injured for quite a while still. The other reason is that this is a plan in order to save some funds which will flow into our proposed Game Week 12 plan at this stage, where we are considering bringing in Bukayo Saka, and in order to bring him in we would need to release funds elsewhere. So this kind of works as a great motivation for that, as well as bringing in a player that offers great value.
My Game Week 11 transfer plan is to take out the injured Pedro Neto and put in the exciting Moussa Diaby, who scored in the last game week. To be able to fund this, I need to take out Ruben Diaz, who has a good fixture now, but thereafter quite bad fixtures, and I have to replace him with Mark Guahi, who has amazing fixtures going forward.
That sounds cool, like quite a pretty decent plan there by you, FPL Razmataz. Moussa Diaby, a very exciting player. He's got blistering pace. He started off the season a little bit slowly, but if there's a player that's got tremendous potential that hasn't unlocked it yet, then it's definitely Moussa Diaby. And Mark Guahi is quite a solid player, and if you're looking for defensive points at a bargain price, then he definitely is one on top of that list. Our Game Week 11 team lines up as follows. In goal, we've got Areola from West Ham. In defense, we've got Anderson from Crystal Palace, Trippier from Newcastle, and Tsimikas from Liverpool. In midfield, we have Mo Salah from Liverpool, Son from Tottenham Hotspur, Mabumo from Brentford, Adingra from Brighton. Our forward line comprises Erling Haaland and Julian Alvarez from Manchester City, followed by Ollie Watkins from Aston Villa. On the bench, we've got Turner from Nottingham Forest, Brownhill from Burnley, Botman, who's currently injured, and Pinnock, who's from Brentford. Our captaincy armband is currently on Erling Haaland, who faces Bournemouth at home. Other captaincy options are Mo Salah, who our vice-captain is on currently, who faces Luton, as well as Heung-min Son against Chelsea. And if you're looking for a differential, then someone like Ollie Watkins against Nottingham Forest could also be a good selection. Our team value is currently 102.5 million with 0.3 million in the bank.
In goal, I've got Mark Flecken. In defense, I've got Mark Guahi, Matt Cash, and Kieran Trippier. In the midfield, I've got Mo Salah, Kaoru Matoma, Moussa Diaby, followed by Casemiro. My forwards are Erling Haaland, Darwin Núñez, and Ollie Watkins. My captaincy armband is on Erling Haaland and my vice captain on Mo Salah. On my bench, I've got Kaminski against Liverpool, Soucek against Brentford, Botman against Arsenal, Kabore against Liverpool.
That's quite a solid team that you've got there, FPL Razzmatazz. I must say I'm very envious again of your forward line. You can almost say that even if 2 out of the 3 are scoring, because all of them are playing brilliant fixtures, at least on paper, you can definitely expect lots of points with a nice sprinkle of a differential there with Casemiro, who hopefully is back from injury, and he's also got a pretty decent fixture, and he's also known to pop up for quite a few goals during the course of the season. So good luck for you during game week 11.
The answer to today's FPL trivia question. The question was, which of these midfielders has the most FPL transfers in until game week 10? The options were option A, James Maddison, option B, Brian Mabumo, option C, Bukayo Saka. The answer to today's FPL trivia question is James Maddison with 4 million transfers in, followed by Brian Mabumo with 2.9 and Bukayo Saka with 2.
Another very interesting question there, FPL Razzmatazz. Thank you to you for joining us today again, and then for all those out there, we hope you found today's video quite useful and interesting, and we wish you big green arrows for game week 11. Until we chat again next time, cheerio.